Hi there, it's Doug Rogers again with Remax Coastal Properties here in beautiful Destin, Florida. And I just want to go over some home improvement upgrades that you may want to pause or reconsider if you're planning on putting your home on the market. Now, if you're doing it for personal pleasure or benefit and you think you're going to live there for a few years, man, go for it. That's the beauty of home ownership. You can do what you want. But if you're trying to maximize your dollar and you're going to list the house in the next 3 months, let's go over some things. First of all, solar panels, especially if you lease them. Now, it's been years ago in a different market, but a seller came to me and they had just done solar panels. And they said, the guy that sold me this said it was going to add, $70,000 of value to my home. This was probably a $300,000 house. I was leasing it, but I could use part of that equity to pay off the loan, and then then have about 50,000 in extra profit. Well, that's not how math works. Those solar panels, if you do a lease, typically the new buyer has to qualify and want to take over the payment. Now, look, for every person that sees the value in a low electric bill with those beautiful panels on the roof, there's probably 2 to 3 buyers that are like, I'd use that money somewhere else. So if you're getting solar panels, do it for your own long-term benefit or enjoyment. Buy the darn things outright, but don't lease some equipment, and then just expect the next buyer is going to gladly take on that debt for you. So if you want to do that, wait till you buy your next house here in a couple of months. Any heavy sort of kitchen or bathroom remodel. Now, this is 2 areas that are important for buyers, but I've had home sellers come to me and say, well, I'm going to put about $40,000 in the kitchen, so we're hoping we'll raise the price about $65,000 to $70,000 to, make some profit on it. Well, unfortunately, that's not the way math works, and so you may put $40,000 in 5 months into a kitchen remodel, and that only bring the value up $30,000. Well, you just lost 10 grand and cost 3 or 4 months of your life. So just be wary. A fresh coat of paint, some new appliances can go a long way. Get rid of smells. Read some of the stuff up there on the blog, and focus on most of that stuff is either cheap or free. Do that versus the heavy remodels, unless of course you're doing it for your pleasure or enjoyment. Swimming pools or hot tubs, again, they're nice, especially in the South when it's 1,000,000 degrees 11 months out of the year. But for every buyer that wants a swimming pool, there's one that doesn't want the responsibility of a swimming pool. They'd rather have a community pool or just go to the beach. And so, again, if you're doing it for your own pleasure or enjoyment, go for it. Pride of home ownership, the power of it, that's what it's there for. But if you're trying to maximize your investment dollar, just keep those bucks in your back pocket and go to the community pool. Anything with a yard, while we're talking about it, a yard is just a blank canvas, so it's real easy for potential buyers to see their pet projects in there. I've had Destin home sellers tell me, well, we're going to put in a golf simulator. Well, that's great. But what about the 30% of home buyers that could care less about golf? You've just put something in there that they're going to have to remove. Or some sort of fancy, elaborate, fish cleaning station. We live on the coast, the world's luckiest fishing village. Surely everyone fishes. No, they don't. So keep those bucks and put that into your next home that you're going to live in, 7 to 10 years. So really anything with the yard, anything involving the solar panels that has a loan attached to it that the new buyer's going to have to qualify for and want, can actually hold up your closing. So if you need more specific advice for your property, reach out to me, Doug Rogers, 318-613-1994, or just hop on one of the links here from my website. So if you can, make it a good day.